Hello and welcome to another update video about Litecoin. I'm not sure if I ever covered Litecoin before, but this is a technical analysis that basically promised to someone. Normally I wouldn't have done Litecoin, but I can't cover all coins. There are thousands of different coins, and the coins I cover, they have just it's developed over time. They are the ones that some of them I find interesting, right? They are often the ones that get most of the views on this channel, but because I can't cover all of them, and if someone really wants a TA from me and can't wait, then you can go to morecryptoonline.com and you can book a TA from me if you want to. You get a discount if I can publish this TA then as a video on YouTube. So if anyone is interested, do it. This one is one of these videos, so someone actually booked a TA from me, and I'm going to deliver this TA as a video. So it's actually not a coin that I would have normally added here as a TA, but I'm happy to do it for a customer. Yeah, because someone couldn't wait, wanted to see a TA about Litecoin. So if you're interested in that, check it out on morecryptoonline.com. Don't get me wrong, I'm super busy, so I'm not actively selling this, but again, if anyone can't wait, check it out. So Litecoin, I would like to use this video to also show the difference between log scale and arithmetic scale, and why I just like to stick to the arithmetic scale. I don't particularly like to use the log scale for the Elliott Wave count, because you come to completely different conclusions. Yeah. So based on this here, what I see here, this is the chart history since 2017 basically, and my view is here that Litecoin has created first of all here back in December 2017 a wave 1, has come down in a wave 2. Now it has done another wave 1, came down in a wave 2, and it's done another wave 1 and come down in a wave 2. This is something that young stocks and shares are doing regularly. It is something that young cryptocurrencies are doing. A lot of cryptocurrencies are doing it because it is a very young market. So it's a so-called 1-2 setup. In this case, it's looking like as if Litecoin is doing its third 1-2 setup, and that is on one hand super bullish. Yeah, of course, young assets are always risky. We need to understand that, but it just shows the potential in this chart, especially as in the recent bull run here 21, it actually made a higher high. Not all cryptos made a new all-time high, even though it's only barely a new all-time high. Yeah. Two things to point out here as well, that Litecoin here, you can see what I always mention in the videos is the relevance of the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. You can see that Litecoin only very briefly dropped below it in the period between the 22nd of November and the 4th of February 2019. So 2018, from November 2018 to February 19, which seems long, but in the overall chart history, it's only a brief moment really. Here it dropped below it briefly. That was when COVID started, and other than that, it has held above the 88.7% Fib level, because this was the first wave 1. You typically start at 0, counting with the Fibs, yeah. And yeah, you can see that it adhered to this 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level really, really well. And therefore we need to understand that it is not a problem if a cryptocurrency drops below it for a short period of time. Yeah, weeks, maybe even a couple of months, but it has to recover after it. It has to recover when other cryptocurrencies are recovering as well. So overall, what you can see here, wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all of these will require in the new, going forward in the chart history, will require a wave 3, 4, and 5, which is actually bullish, because all of this means that we will see extended waves to the upside with a high likelihood. Yeah. So generally, what are we doing here at the moment? When can we consider this correction as finished, or will it ever finish? Will Litecoin die? Now, first of all, I'm not a huge friend of Litecoin fundamentally, but this is a technical analysis, so I can't really, and I don't want to comment really on the sort of fundamentals here of Litecoin. But let's take a look at where it currently is in terms of the Fibonacci retracements at the moment. So at the moment, it is fighting around the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level here at around $70. So again, you can see the relevance of this Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, I start the Fibs here at the low, at the swing low, go all the way up here to the peak. And in my view here, as I said, this is a wave 1, this is another wave 2. A wave 2 typically would come into this region between the 88.7% fib level and the 78.6% fib level, between $70 and 110 US dollars. So this is where you would normally reasonably expect a price to turn around, if it then does it, because this is an area where you would, in such a correction, the price to get into. If it goes below it, that can happen, hopefully only for a short period of time, and hopefully it will recover when the other cryptos recover as well. So we already dropped below that level, and now the priority has to be to get into this target area, yeah? Because if it stays below it for a long period, it is not very healthy for the sentiment around that cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of cryptos did drop below that level in the last bear market, yeah, absolutely. But also it meant it was pretty much a year or 2 year long bear market, wasn't it? So we need to understand it as well. But it, you know, there is a lot of support. Yeah, should it really drop lower, there is a lot of support here along the way. There are lots of ups and downs, so it's a long chart history, fairly long compared to a cryptocurrency, and therefore currently I'm not having an issue, especially because the bull run, it made a new all-time high in 2021, which, for example, XRP didn't. So before I go to the more imminent wave count and how far the price can reasonably still fall, let's actually take a look at if Litecoin, and I do expect it to, yeah, but if Litecoin will, you know, survive this current correction, which again, I think it will, what would be the price target for a wave 3? So let's take a look here. We go all the way down to the low. We assume at the moment that might be the low, but actually I go a little bit lower, just to be a little bit on the more conservative side, because I think we will see a little bit lower prices still. So looking at the Fibonacci extensions for a wave 3, the price would need to get at least to the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That is 672 US dollars. Yeah, that is the absolute minimum it would need to do for a wave 3. But bear in mind, so far we have here only seen wave 1s and 2s. We haven't actually seen a wave 3 yet. I think it would be overdue. Yeah, so one of the next waves should be a wave 3, and then we should actually see that level. Yeah, that will be interesting, and that would mean pretty much a 10x here for Litecoin. What are the key support levels here on the daily chart where the price could drop down to, should it really drop once more? And I think it will. So if it drops really significantly below that 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, looking here at those significant swing lows, we have here an area, in my opinion, that will be relevant around 43 US dollars. So I'll just put that on the chart here, 43 US dollars. And then we've got here the area where we had here a significant area of support, which is 30 US dollars. So I'm going to put that on the chart as well. So somewhere here, it really needs to find support. If it drops below that, it will not. I will lose confidence in the chart. I have to say that as well. Yeah, but let's take a look at the more imminent Elliott Wave count, and let's take a look at where then the price could actually finish its overall correction. So the overall view has to be that here in this overall correction, in this wave 2, we came down in a wave A, we moved up in a wave B, and we're moving down here in a wave C. Yeah, so the wave C is part, or the ABC is part of that wave 2. So let me just label that here maybe a little bit differently. Here we had, here we had a wave A. This was the low. Then we had a wave B, which is a corrective wave. Again, here very nice, a lower high, yeah, not an overshooting wave B like Bitcoin did it. And this here is the wave C, a wave C of a wave 2. Yeah, so this is very important to understand. So what is really important now is to take a look at the more imminent price moves here in the wave C. How do we label that really? Yeah, so if I zoom in a little bit, let's take a look. And the wave count, obviously looked at that before this video, but what we have here, obviously where the wave B started, we had a first wave down, which is a wave 1 pretty much. Make that a different color. So we came down here in an impulsive move down. A wave C usually has 5 waves. So you had a wave 1 here, you had a wave 2 here. Wave 2 is a corrective wave, in this case to the upside, because correcting that impulse that came down. Then you have a wave 2 to the upside, which is a corrective wave. Then we're coming down here in a wave 3. which is normally or oftentimes the longest wave. Doesn't have to be the longest wave, but it's definitely not the shortest. So, and then we came up here in a wave 4, which might have been finished here. If you think about, or if you question now, why is it actually not, why is the wave 4 here a lower high? Yeah, I would put it here. The reason for that is that we had here an Elliott wave triangle. So the wave 4 basically consisted of a triangle, and you then put actually that wave 4 here at the end of the triangle, just before the breakout to the downside. So that was a wave 4, which would mean that now what we really need to look at in detail is here this wave 5, yeah, which is currently still unfolding, and therefore I also believe that we are going to see one more lower price level, yeah. So this wave 5, which would be down here actually, yeah. So the wave 5 of the wave C of the wave 2. And now we can take a look at on the shorter time frame. Let's say take a look here on the 4-hour chart. How is actually how is actually this unfolding? How is this wave 5 currently unfolding? Yeah, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so let's take a look at the imminent wave count here. Now, I'm not going to label every single wave because it wouldn't be a benefit. Of course, I looked at it before this video, but I really want to take you through the main waves here. So what we can count this here as is, again, a wave 1. Yeah, of course, before that, to fulfill this wave 1, you have here a series of 5 waves as well to complete the wave 1. But again, I don't want to make it too long, this video. And of course, this analysis, when I look at it in detail before these videos, it takes much longer. And I have to look at Fibonacci levels and so on. Of course, because many cryptos are moving together, it makes it a bit easier, but still they all have their individual wave count. And we don't want to get it wrong, do we? So again here, 5-wave move, yeah, where you would now expect within this wave 5 another 5th wave. So I hope you can follow. And you can see this aspect of waves within waves. Yeah? So this wave 3 was also a 5-wave move. This here was a corrective move up to complete this wave 4. And I think what could have started, and this is so important now, what could have started now already is this 5th wave, within this 5th wave, within the wave C, within the wave 2. So in here, yeah, we could now already have started, and to do that, I go to the 1-hour chart, could now have started here this move down already, where we're looking here at the wave 1. And again, I make another color, wave 1 down, wave 2 to the upside. And here I go now into a little bit more detail, because we want to understand, does it make sense? Is it really a wave 2? So first of all, a wave 2 cannot come above the beginning of the wave 1. So it should not move above the peak here of that little wick. So it shouldn't move above 74.25. So this is the absolute level where 74.25, I think I said. So let me just change that. No, didn't want to do that. Go back. And there you can also see the invalidation point of that wave 2. Now, to understand, was this fib retracement that the wave 2 came to, is this one that you would normally expect of a wave 2? And well, spot on. The 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, you can see absolutely accurate. Yeah, it reached that Fibonacci level. You can see how relevant that is. When it touched it, it already reacted to it very strongly, and that makes it now quite likely that we are already in the wave 3 down, yeah, a wave 3 of that wave 5. So of course, wave 3, yeah, should reach the 1.618, at least of the 1.618 Fibonacci extension of that first wave. And the 1.618 Fib extension would be at $58. So that is where we would expect now that wave 3 to get to, before we see another move up and another move down. And that could then be the low for that. Let me just indicate that. So wave 3, then a wave 4 up, and the wave 5 down, that wave 5 will complete this green wave 5 of this wave 5 of this wave C of this wave 2. Yeah, so the overall move would be in a wave 3, moving up in a wave 4, moving down in a wave 5. So, and a key target for this wave 5, in my opinion, would be here the 43 US dollar level. It would match quite well, because in this last wave 5 you want to get below the wave 3. Absolutely, you want to do that. You want to make a lower low, and we've in the beginning identified here the $43 level as a key area of support. Now should we lose that, really the last straw they have is $30, and I think for this definitely, well, it shouldn't definitely hold, but it is still more than 50% drop is possible here to really reach that last main support level. So from that point of view, quite confident that we are going to reach one of these levels here, yeah, and I do expect currently still lower lows. Now, as I just said, if you move above 74.25, this would not necessarily be bullish. It would just mean that this wave 4 would need to move a little bit higher until we really see an impulsive move up, which means a 5th wave or a 5-wave move up from anywhere here really. So we want to see a 5-wave move up, yeah, a first impulse up, and then what we want to do, because this is not enough, you can see impulses up, but then you see another impulse down, which would not be good, where you make a lower low. No, what we want to see is an impulsive move up and a corrective move down, where you make a higher low, and then ideally see here another bullish signal, and that is when the downtrend is with a very high likelihood over. For now, at the moment, how I see this is still a lot of downward pressure. Primarily, I would expect the move down. And even if we break above this invalidation point of this imminent move down, it doesn't mean the downtrend is done. Yeah, it just means that it might be a little bit delayed, and this wave 4 will be a little bit extended. Absolutely possible. Yeah, and not a problem and not unusual as well. Yeah, we're still only very much in the beginning. This would become much more likely, this scenario what I have on the chart here, if we drop below the swing low here at $64.40. Yeah, this is the lower swing low here. We want to break below that, and then I think we are going to see a significant move down. Yeah, and that is pretty much here my analysis of Litecoin. So first of all, the downtrend needs to be over. I don't think it is yet. Yeah, theoretically, you could say it has done what it needs to do in the current correction, but it doesn't need to be over. I think we are going to see a little bit lower prices here in the next few weeks. Then we should see a recovery. Now, I can't tell you how long that will take, and if that will be a V-shape or just a longer one, that is too early to say. But when this 5th wave is over, yeah, and this wave 2 of the higher degree, then the overall correction should be over. We should see a reversal, and we should start to move back into an uptrend. Now, that can take some time, as you have seen here in this whole bear market. We need to be aware that this could take time. My primary expectation is at the moment it won't take too much time. It will take maybe 4 to 6 weeks. When we see the low, then we should start to get back into a correction to the into an impulsive move to the upside. So we should see back a recovery in the market, but this is only what I currently see. Perspectives can change in the next few weeks, and the TA can only give you a momentary snapshot of the chart. And this is how I currently see the market here for Litecoin. Fine look here at the medium-term indicators, also why I don't think the overall correction is finished yet, because on the ADX and DI indicator here we still have that short signal. Yeah, the white line indicates the strength of a trend which is going up, and the red line is pretty much very high, very far away from the green line, meaning we have here a downtrend still very strong. On the 4-day chart, which is very meaningful, you also see the RSI very low, yeah, indicating downtrend. Yeah, nothing else does this indicate. We are very low, so there is no strength of the bulls at the moment. And here the MACD also created a bearish crossover here very recently, and it is pushing further down. The downward momentum is not stopping at the moment, so also this would give me the idea that, yeah, the downtrend isn't over yet. So, and this is the TA here about Litecoin, something that I probably will not cover regularly, but maybe from time to time. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership, maybe even the trading course I'm currently offering on the website. And if you really are in a significant need of a TA, check out morecryptoonline.com, where you can actually book a TA. Bear in mind, doing such a TA can take a long time. There is a discount if I can publish it as a YouTube video. But again, I'm not actively pushing for this. I'm not actively selling it. But if someone really needs it, then check it out. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.